WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 6.
Businesses across Michigan are preparing for extra footwork tonight for March Madness. It's our top story at 6. Thank you for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Sherry is off tonight. The MSU Spartans are getting ready to hit the hardwood for their game tonight against the Bryant Bulldogs, and they aren't the only ones getting prepared. Many businesses in mid-Michigan are as well, gearing up for some big crowds. Our Taryn Simmons joining us now live from a local bar in East Lansing to get a look at how fans are getting ready for that game tonight. How's it looking out there, Taryn?
Yeah, Siobhan, we've got many fired up fans here at Crunchies tonight, all preparing for the game against Bryant. Now, the game isn't until 10 p.m. tonight, but many bars have been preparing since MSU made the tournament. Now, as you can imagine, many bars and restaurants all around East Lansing are expected big crowds as March Madness gets into full spring. A customer here tells me that he always goes to East Lansing bars for MSU games. Anytime MSU plays in the tournament or there is a Spartan football game, these bars get busy. Tonight, the fans we spoke with say they hope this is just the start to a long run in the tournament.
Yeah, so I like to go out and watch all the games, just to have that environment. I have some of my friends here, and we just like sitting down, having a drink, and watching the games together. I've always loved watching March Madness growing up, and now that I'm in college, it's really cool to watch the tournament at a campus and have a school to root for at the tournament.
Now, the game doesn't start until 10 p.m. tonight, but that's not stopping many of these fans from hitting the bars. Here for you live in East Lansing, Taryn Simmons, 6 News.
All right, thank you, Taryn. On the academic side of the college world, today is match day for medical students at Michigan State University. After years of study, today the students got to open their envelopes, matching them to medical facilities where they will work as residents. It's the next step to the road to becoming physicians. And it's an exciting time that starts a new chapter for these students.
Made me emotional, made me almost want to cry a little bit. I did tear up, but yeah, it's just been honestly 10 years of hard work to get to this point. It is a pivotal point and one of those days you look forward to for sure.
And it's not just MSU. Medical students at Central Michigan University were matched with their hospitals today as well. Consumers Energy customers are about to start paying more for electricity. The state just approved a rate hike that will generate another $154 million per year for the utility. Residential customers can expect their bills to increase by just under 2%. The original request by Consumers Energy called for a residential rate hike of more than 8% and would have generated more than twice as much new profit for the company. Attorney General Dana Nessel argued against that rate hike, which was then reduced by the Michigan Public Service Commission. A mid-Michigan man had no idea that a quick trip to help his friend would turn into a manhunt for his car and his dog. After hours of worrying and no answers, he received the good news he was hoping for. Our Rachel Ramsey is here for you now with that story and the happy ending.
You know what they say, Siobhan, no good deed goes unpunished. Alex Allen says on Tuesday he was picking up his buddy from the bar and he brought his dog Moose along with him. Allen says he briefly left the car, and when he came back, the car and more importantly Moose were gone.
That dog's gotten me through so many things. It's crazy.
At 2 in the morning, Alex Allen suddenly found himself stranded in Delhi Township.
I didn't care about the car. Where's my dog?
Allen says he immediately called 911 and deputies began searching for the car and for Moose. Hours went by with Allen not knowing if his pup was okay. Finally, at 9 a.m., they located the vehicle. Deputies say they found Allen's car abandoned and in a ditch right here off of Cedar Street and College Road. But Moose was nowhere to be found.
As a kid, you don't realize what a dog means to you until you get one in your mid-20s.
Deputies say a couple hours later, they located the suspect hiding in the attic of a home on College Road, 26-year-old Logan Daly. Deputies arrested Daly, then searched the house and found Moose. Body camera video shows that moment.
Hi. Oh, you poor thing. Yeah. You want to go back home?
Then it was time to reunite Allen with his best friend.
He definitely was freaked out, I'll tell you that. But as soon as he heard my voice, he kind of perked up a little bit, and then I opened the door and he noticed, and then boom, immediately out the car.
I could definitely tell from his expression and his excitement that Moose was back with him and his family, and it was a good feeling for for me and the sheriff's office.
Allen says he got Moose as a puppy about 1.5 years ago. The German short-haired pointer is back home and busy being spoiled with treats.
We're always happy to have a good outcome, and I'm glad that this incident had that outcome.
Now, since his car was totaled, Allen needs to find a new one. But it doesn't bother him too much because he gets to do it with Moose by his side.
Cars are replaceable. Dog, that's like, I don't got no kids. That's my kid.
The suspect, Logan Daly, is charged with unlawful driving away an automobile, resisting and obstructing, receiving and concealing stolen property, and for being a repeat offender. The sheriff's office reminds people to keep running cars locked. Siobhan, back to you.
All right, Rachel, thank you. The Capital Region International Airport hosted the 2025 Michigan Rosie the Riveter event today. The event honors the legacy of Rosie, who was an icon of the 6 million women who entered the American workforce during World War II and were essential to their Allied victory. Today, the legacy of Rosie the Riveter helps inspire women to enter STEM fields like aerospace.
It was very important to me to honor the women that paved the way for other women to enter the workforce and who helped us win the war. Without them, it may not have been done. It may not have been accomplished.
2 original Rosies were at today's event, along with descendants of original Rosies, veterans, and military personnel.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Hopefully you're still able to find some time to go outdoors and enjoy the very spring-like forecast that we still have in place for our Friday evening. Temperatures today is topped out in the mid to low 50s, and there's still a fair amount of sunshine across the area right now, but things are going to begin to change as we move into the weekend. Notice our high temperatures dropping down into the 30s for Saturday. We do warm things up just slightly for Sunday, and the first half of the day by then going to be dry before the chance for precipitation moves in. A very good note is that temperatures are going to be topping out well above average as we move into the second half of next week. Outside right now, cloud cover is beginning to increase across mid-Michigan. Overall, we're bouncing between partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions outside right now. Temperature-wise, we're still incredibly nice. 52 degrees here in Lansing after a high of 53, and that peak wind gusts all the way up to 36 miles per hour. A similar situation with the cloud cover in Grand Ledge, making it up to a high of 55 across the area today. And with the sunshine, it felt absolutely beautiful despite the cooler temperatures that we started the morning off with. In Grand Ledge, we woke up to temperatures this Friday morning right around 26 degrees. A live look over in downtown Jackson, 51 after a high of 52, and that morning low down to 22 degrees. A few other temperatures across the area, 54 in St. John's, Ionia, and Owasso. We're right at the 50-degree mark over in the city of Hillsdale, and 52 our current temperature over in Mason. The breezy conditions that we had across the area for today are going to continue this evening, and then even overnight tonight. Winds will continue to gust between 25 and 35 miles per hour. The good news is they will begin to slightly calm down as we move into early Saturday morning. So even when temperatures are going to be falling, those winds are just going to slightly calm down across the region as well. Satellite and radar shows those mostly cloudy conditions slowly making their way into mid-Michigan. And then of course those rain showers developing off to our west. Those sprinkles will be moving into our area overnight tonight, right around 1-2 o'clock Saturday morning. And at that point in time, temperatures are going to be cool enough to where we could mix in a couple of wet snowflakes across the area. Good news is it's going to only be here for right around an hour or two. We are dry for most of our Saturday, mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions in the forecast before our second system moves in on Sunday afternoon, bringing us a better chance for more widespread rain. I don't think we're going to be mixing in a couple of snowflakes until late Sunday night and early Monday morning. In terms of temperatures tonight, we're falling all the way down into the low 30s, and since winds will still be fairly breezy, wind chill temperatures will be falling down into the 20s as we start off our Saturday, and they are not going to rise all that much. A high of only 36 degrees in the forecast before we jump right back up into the 40s for Sunday. A couple of snow flurries possible early Monday morning before upper 40s, low 50s, and even a high in the low 60s returns to the forecast. So a very spring-like pattern that we have here. We have those fluctuating temperatures, rain and snow all in one.
Okay, it is still March. This weekend going to be good, basketball watching matching weather, though.
Oh, yeah, so it's perfectly aligned for everybody.
Yeah, if you need to stay in, the weather's too cold, and then watch some basketball.
I gave you a really good excuse to use here.
Exactly. Thank you, Kendall. Well, coming up on 6 News at 6, we have some more news to get to. A former football coach at the University of Michigan is facing serious criminal charges tonight involving student athletes. We will bring you those details next. Thanks for watching. That and more still to come.